One of the accessories that comes with Kinesis is the wellness ball. The wellness ball can be utilised to improve your core stability and improve strength, but also can be utilised with the Kinesis product itself to enhance your exercise. The Kinesis also comes with two accessories for the ankle and also for the wrist. These straps are utilised with something that is called an adapter. Let's take a look at how we add this to the Kinesis. Firstly, you choose your handle, whether it's from the side, lower or upper. And what we want with the adapter is we want to make sure that we're facing the yellow clip forward. We wrap it round the handle, clip in the first part and make sure it's nice and tight. I then swivel it round and you can see there's another part to the attachment which we hook round. Again, make sure it's nice and tight. Finish it up by pushing it over. And now your attachment is ready to go. I'm going to demonstrate how we connect that now to the other attachment. Before you do that, just remember that the yellow button here is to release yourself after your exercise. Simply clip it in, you're ready to go. Once you've completed your exercise, release, and you're done. With these unique features of Kinesis, this allows us to open up a variety of different exercises. Different movements are capable and allow us to really create and engage with our workouts. We're going to focus on 7 key fundamentals though, and these fundamentals really do help us bring our workout together and focus on a full body workout. The 7 key fundamentals are push, pull, squat, lunge, bend, rotation, and locomotion. Let's take a look at the first movement, which is push. So push is extending anything away from the body, whether it be arms or legs. To show this example, I'm going to do a chest press. So again, using the upper handles, we also then need to adjust our resistance. So I recommend anything from 2 to 8 to begin with. Taking the handles, and as you can see, we can adjust them to our own height, which is amazing for the workout we're going to be doing. From here, I'm going to have a slightly bent leg, also side on with lateral, and we're going to push out nice and controlled and back in. So we're pushing away from the body, engaging with our abs and breathing out as we're doing the exercise. If you want to progress the exercise, there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can adjust the resistance to allow yourself to push more, or you can adjust your stance. So we took ourselves in a shoulder width apart stance, but if you want to work more core stability, you can also bring the feet in closer together. A way of regressing that exercise is taking yourself down onto the floor into a kneeling position, which takes off those extra levers, which give you a harder workout. Our second fundamental movement is pull. Pull is bringing in towards the body. For this, we're going to utilise the lower handles, and I'm going to demonstrate a bent over row. Again, we want to adjust our resistance accordingly. So for this exercise, we're looking for a much bigger resistance because we're going to be working the bigger muscle, which is our back. So I recommend between a level 5 and 10 to start with. So I'll adjust mine to level 5. When picking up the lower handles, make sure you really bend down, bend from the knees and the hips and raise yourself up. From here, I'm going to lean myself over, again, activating the core, knees slightly bent, and I'm going to nice and controlled row up to my stomach. And that's the bent over row. If you want to add variety to your program, you can also utilize the higher handles, something called a high pull. For this, I'm going to turn myself round, again, shoulder width apart, and this time we're bringing into the shoulders. So hand grip above, slightly stanced. And that is our pull fundamental movement. Our third fundamental movement is the squat. The squat is a really important exercise, not just for daily movement, but also strength and conditioning. The squat allows flexion from the hip, knee, and ankle. Let's take a look how we can really utilize the kinesis with this movement. The first thing you want to do is adjust your resistance. Now, because we're working the bigger muscles of the lower body, we need to make sure we're pushing enough weight. I recommend anything from 5 to 15. For this exercise, we're going to utilize the lower handles. With the squat, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, shoulders back and relaxed, and you're going to take the resistance from the bottom handles. Keeping your head up, we're going to drive up, nice and controlled. Slowly back down and up. If you want to progress the exercise, we can do this in a couple of ways. The first way will be adjusting your stance position, taking your feet in closer, which works more core stability. The other way we can do this is by having an imbalance. So using one-handed squats is really great for the core and that side of the leg. Put your resting hand on your hip and nice and controlled, we're going to work down, up. If you find you're losing your balance, place your hand in front. Give you a little bit more stability. If you find either of those exercises quite tough, then there's also an alternative regression, so making that a bit easier for you. What we have is assisted squats. So for this, we're going to use the top handles. I'm going to bring them down, so hands over the top to my side, and from here, I can squat and have resistance supporting me through my exercise. And that is the squat. The next fundamental movement is the lunge. The lunge is a great exercise to incorporate all lower body muscle groups. A lunge is really defined on keeping your center of weight in the midline of your body. For this, we're going to do alternating lunges. I'm going to adjust my weight again. Again, I recommend between about 5 and 15 for resistance levels, and we're going to use the lower handles. Taking hold of the handles, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back relaxed. We can take a step out to where you feel comfortable, lunge, up and back. Alternating legs. If you want to progress the exercise, then there's a variety of different exercises that we can do to enhance our lunging. For this, we're going to work our lateral lunge. For a lateral lunge, we're going to adjust the weight so it's a little bit lighter. From here, we're going to be lunging out to the side of the product. Taking hold of the handles, take a step out, hand on your hip. From here, we're going to lunge completely out to the side. It's going to activate our abductors and glute and back in. It's really going to test your core stability, this exercise. So nice and controlled and back in. If you find those exercises quite tough, then there is also a really nice regression. Really simple, it's a static lunge. And for this, we're actually going to utilize the full pulley. Taking hold of the handles, setting yourself up with a split stance. So you want static resistance. The static resistance is just going to be supporting you with your lunge. We're going to go down and up. Hand again on the hip. And that is the lunge. The next fundamental movement is bend. Bend is most commonly known as a hip hinge, which is a great movement to allow you to create an engaging posterior chain exercise, from hamstrings to glutes. For this movement, we're going to focus on the deadlift. Again, we're going to adjust our weight accordingly. I recommend a weight of 5 to 10 to begin with, and we'll go through the deadlift exercise utilising the lower handles. I've chosen resistance 7. Placing ourselves on the lower handles, we want to make sure our feet are shoulder width apart. Take the handle and take a step out. And from here, we're looking to pivot ourselves over, so a hip hinge. Really engage the core stability, and also remember to breathe on the way out as you're doing the exercise. If you want to progress the deadlift, then we have a couple of ways of doing that. The exercise we're going to focus on is single leg deadlift. So it requires a little bit more balance and coordination and a lot more core stability. Again, we're going to utilise the lower handle. Take hold of the handle and choose opposite arm, opposite leg. If you want to make it harder, then by all means use the same arm, same leg. From here, we're going to bring one hand out to the side and the other leg is going to follow. So we're going to pivot over from the front with our leg supporting at the back. Try not to twist the hips, and again, focus on that breathing as you come up from the exercise. If you want to regress your deadlift, then there's an easier way of doing that, and that is adjusting the weight or simply breaking down the exercise. So doing a half deadlift position. As you can see, we're not fully extending to the floor, but really focus on squeezing the glutes as you come up. And that is the bend. Rotation is our next fundamental movement. Rotation is normally commonly known as twisting of the spine, which is really great for our obliques, core stability, and lower back. For this, we're going to focus on rotations and wood chops. Again, adjust your resistance accordingly. Because we're focusing on the trunk muscles, we want it a nice light weight, which allows us to create the rotation. I'm going to recommend 3 to 5. The first exercise we're going to start with is a simple rotation. So we're going to use the side handles to allow us to create that rotation. Place both hands on the handle, and from here, we're going to rotate round, keeping our lower body in the same direction, and back to the start. Remember to keep your feet shoulder width apart and focus on your breathing as you're continuing the exercise. If you find that exercise too hard and you want to regress the exercise, then there's a really nice way of doing that by adjusting our lever length, bringing it closer to the body. Using the same exercise, we're going to start in the position we started with on the last exercise and bring closer to our body. From here, the rotations are going to be a lot smaller, but again, still working the core stability and making it effective for your session. If you want to progress the rotation exercise, there's a really good way of interacting not just the core stability, but also your shoulders and lats, and that is the high wood chop. For this, we're going to use the higher pulley to allow us to get a full rotation from top to bottom. Take a couple of steps out. Again, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. And from here, we are going to rotate all the way down. So you can have a slight pivot within your foot whilst you're doing the exercise. Remember to keep your arms straight, activate the core, and get knees slightly bent. And that is rotation. Our last fundamental movement is locomotion. Locomotion is defined of where you have a starting position, and when you change your positioning, your center of gravity will change for a short time, and when you revert back to your starting phase, will class as your locomotion. For this, we're going to utilize the adjustment and accessory for the ankle. This will allow us to create a locomotive exercise, which we're going to use as high knees. Again, we want to adjust the resistance accordingly. For this exercise, we're going to focus around about level 3 to 5. Once you've chosen your resistance, we're then going to attach the accessory to our ankle and then clip in, and we're ready to go. The high knees exercise is a very easy and straightforward exercise, but when we add in the locomotion, it requires core stability and posterior chain strength. Keeping yourself up nice and tall, hands on your hips, we're going to raise the leg up and bring ourselves forward. Raise up, forward. If you're feeling really confident, you can go backwards as well. Which I'm not. If you found that exercise particularly easy, then we can start to up the intensity. So we can start to add in a little bit more speed and a bit more plyometric. So for this, we're going to create the same exercise, but we're just going to elevate the speed and make it a little bit more faster. That exercise is great to not just elevate the heart rate, but also work on coordination. If you want to regress the exercise, then we slow down the exercise and we can start to work on a pendulum effect. For this, it really does incorporate a lot more of the obliques into our posterior chain and quads. So again, feet shoulder width apart, and for this one, we're going to work purely on one leg to begin with, and we're going to raise forward, walk, and that is locomotion. So that is our 7 fundamental movement patterns. But as we know, exercise comes in a variety of different movements. So sometimes you can combine up to 2, 3, or even 7 movements in the same exercise. Let's take a look at putting 3 of these together. We're looking at the push, the lunge, and locomotion. For this exercise, we're going to use one handle, and we're going to adjust the resistance to around about 3 to 5. From here, we're going to lunge, press, pull back, up, and forward. you're feeling really good, you can bring yourself back. If not, take nice big steps back to the beginning and repeat. Now you've seen an example of how we can combine 3 of the movements together. It's now your turn to explore the product, understand the key features, and create an exercise to empower your workout. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Rhys James. I work with Technogym in the educational department, and today I'm here to introduce to you Power Personal. So Power Personal enables strength and power training to be integrated into your own home. You don't have to walk around the gym waiting for a squat rack. You don't have to be intimidated walking around the weights room. You can do this all within the 4 walls of your own home. So Power Personal incorporates sophisticated materials, excellent craftsmanship, and is designed by Antonio Citterio. Power Personal incorporates 2 key elements. So we've got the Bench Personal and the Rack Personal. So the Bench Personal offers performance with simplicity, modern technology, and elegant craftsmanship. The Rack Personal ensures maximum safety and incorporates a smart lock and a precision guide technology to enable smooth movement of the adjustable features. So, Power Personal enables over 300 exercises to be completed within the walls of your own home. So now I will talk about the features of the product. So firstly, the Bench Personal. The Bench Personal can come in 2 colors. It can come in a dark color, or in this case, a chrome color. The first feature is the maximum versatility of the product. It can be adjusted through 7 different positions to target different muscle groups. So, if you can see under here, we have a yellow adjustable feature, as with any Technogym product. I can adjust this bench with one hand very easily. Also, the base here, I can adjust the same way. The second feature is the attention to detail. So as you can see, it's very comfortable with body print technology to ensure maximum comfort through the usage. Okay, the third feature enables users to move the bench around their home very easily. We have wheels at the back, which enables you to move the bench freely into position. Now I will talk about the Rack Personal's features. So the Rack has, again, a few features which make it unique and very suitable to a home environment. The first feature is the chrome multi-grip pull-up. So here you can perform pull-up exercises in different positions of hands. Another feature of the Rack Personal is the smart lock technology. This enables me to safely and securely move the adjustable features with ease, as so. I cannot accidentally pull this out to adjust. I have to forcefully adjust it as so, in position. The floating system technology enables smooth movement of these adjustable features within the Rack Personal. Another feature of the Rack Personal is its storage. So as you can see, the barbell, the plates, and the dumbbells all have very easy storage and safe storage around the Rack Personal. I'll demonstrate. First, adjust this back to even level, which you can see numbers to ensure they're both symmetrical on each side. So I can easily take the barbell, and place in position here. This position enables you to do squat movements, lunging movements, or even pressing movements. Around the back then, we've got storage for the different plates and easy storage for the clips, which can fit onto the end of the barbell.
Hello, my name's Luke Townsend. I'm the Education Manager for Techno Gym UK and a Techno Gym Master Trainer, and this is Unica. Unica is one of the most comprehensive fitness products on the market, allowing up to a variety of different exercises to cover all muscle groups. Unica is designed for comfort and functionality, with a nice supporting backrest, ease of use adjustment of the seat, and non-slip grips. The biomechanics and the safety of the Unica allow even for the less experienced users to utilise the product. As you can see, the unique and classic design will fit into any interior. Let's take a closer look at Unica and look at the health and safety points. So, the first thing we need to do before we continue with any exercise is adjust the weight. As you can see, we have the weight stacked from 5 to 90 kilograms and has an ease of use with the adjustment pin. Secondly, we have our stretch exercises. So on the left-hand side of Unica, you'll be able to see a variety of different exercises to help you mobilise and get ready for your workout. On the right-hand side, we then have a variety of different exercises for the major muscle groups to perform during your workout. Unica also comes with 2 adjustable hooks from the high and the low position. Let's take a look at what accessories we can utilise with these hooks. The first accessory is the lat bar. The lat bar can be used on both the upper and lower hooks, allowing for a variety of different exercises. Let's take a look how we can utilise this using the upper hook. Firstly, we want to unclip the adjustment, attach the lat bar and make sure it's safely in place. With the lat bar using the upper hook in this position, it allows us to complete something called the lat pull down. An exercise that really focuses on the lats, the outer part of the back, and also include our biceps. For this exercise, we will need to be seated. So I'll take a seat, adjust my weight if I need to. When I take a seat, I want to make sure that the handlebar is around about where my hands are. If not, I can adjust the seat by bracing my legs up or down. Once I'm comfy, I will then take hold of the grip and nice and controlled, I'm going to put it down to my chest. Remember, try and breathe out as you're performing the exercise and breathe in as you're relaxing. The lat bar can also be utilised on the lower hook. The exercise we're going to look at is upright row. Upright row is fantastic for the shoulders. Before I show you the exercise, some teaching points. With the upright row, make sure your hands are close together, knees are slightly bent, and we're going to be raising up to the chest. Again, we want to make sure that we clip on the accessory, utilising the lower hook, which can be found at the bottom of Unica. Once it's connected, double check your weight, and then we can start the exercise. is going to be the chest and the triceps. For this, we're going to focus on the chest press. Again, we want to adjust our weight for our lifting, and we will be taking a seat to utilise the Unica on this exercise. The chest press needs to be in line with the shoulders in between the chest area. So brace your legs, adjust the seat accordingly, up or down. Once you've taken a seat, we're going to take hold of the handlebars and bring them in front of us. Place both hands on the handles, elbows nice and high, head relaxed, and push out. Once you finish the exercise, brace the chest, release one hand, and bring nice and controlledly down to a rest. Main teaching points: try not to lock out the arms. Another exercise that can complement a chest workout is something called a pec fly. Let's take a closer look. For the pec fly, we also need to be seated. Again, making sure you adjust the right intensity for your lift. Either side of me, we can see we have the pec fly. A movement that's going to come from the starting point here and finish in a close grip here. So we have to make sure that the pads are in line with our shoulders. So adjust the seat, brace the legs to a correct height. Slide your elbows behind it, nice and controlled, head relaxed. We're going to squeeze nice and controlledly in, slowly back out. One key coaching point is making sure you have a nice right angle between the hand and the shoulder. The next muscle group we're going to focus on is going to incorporate the biceps. For this, we're going to utilise the Unica arm curl bar. First, adjust the handles. The next thing you'll need to do is then adjust your weight accordingly and then take a seat. Once you've taken a seat, you're going to bring yourself forward and you're going to wrap the legs around the bottom of Unica. Bring yourself close. We're then going to rest the elbows onto the pad and then curl up to the chest and back down. One of the key coaching points is making sure that you fully extend your arms and bring nice and controlled back up. The next exercise we're going to look at is going to incorporate one of the bigger muscles in our body, the back. For this, we're going to focus on the seated row. On Unica, we're going to be utilising the longer bars. Again, adjust your resistance to the correct level. You might want to start with a heavier weight because it is a bigger muscle. One of the key coaching tips with the seated row is making sure that you nicely control bringing into your stomach and slowly release. We're now going to looking at our lower body exercises. The first exercise we're going to look at is going to work our quadriceps. For this, we're going to be using the leg extension function. Before sitting down, again, adjust your weight. We're going to take a seat and adjust our legs in the correct position. Once you're seated, you have two options. You can relax yourself back onto the backrest or bring yourself upright nice and tall. From here, I'm going to extend my legs. Key coaching point, again, focus on that breathing as you extend your legs and breathe out as you bring that back down. Another fantastic exercise for our lower body is the glute raise. The main focus on this is working on our glutes, which for every day fits into our lower back and strengthening exercise. For this, we're going to utilise the ankle strap accessory, which as you can see, I'm already wearing. We're also going to be utilising the lower hook from the Unica. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to connect the ankle strap to the lower hook. The main teaching points for the glute raise are knees slightly soft, make sure you have control of your upper body, and nice and controlling raising a straight leg if you can. Try not to twist the hips. To support our chest, back and biceps, we then have our triceps. For this, we're going to utilise the Unica handle. We're also going to be using the lower hook system. Firstly, I'm going to attach the accessory and adjust my weight. For this, I want a split stance facing to the Unica. Key coaching point, make sure the elbow is nice and close to the body and fully extend the arm before coming back in. Another exercise to complement our workout is the seated row. For this, we're going to utilise the dual handlebar and the lower hook pulley. Firstly, I'm going to connect the accessory and change my weight. For this exercise, we're going to be seated on the floor. We're also going to utilise the wellness pad. The wellness pad is great for stretching, but also core stability exercises. But today we're going to utilise it for me to sit on. As you can see, we want a nice straight back, knees slightly bent, and make sure we pull directly into the stomach and release nicely and controlled. Now you have seen the potential Unica can bring to your workout, it's time for you to explore the product. Enjoy.
Hey, What are your goals? Do you want to feel better and have more fun? Do you want to live a healthier lifestyle? Whatever your reasons, My Wellness makes it possible. So start moving and increase your Movergy to achieve your goals faster than ever. Keep going, create your profile, and complete the aspiration map to address your needs. To reach your goals, take a total body measurement and assess your body composition and fitness level. Your trainer will analyze your data and use this information to design training programs tailored just for you. Just make sure you connect with your training program anywhere, anytime on your My Wellness app, and you're ready to start. Log in to Technogym's connected equipment. Simply use your smartphone, Technogym key, or My Wellness band. And now enjoy a fully personalized connected training experience on cardio equipment. Great sweat on the cardio. Follow the guide and track your progress on connected strength equipment. Can't stay away from social media or Netflix? Log in just once to have access to all your favorite apps and entertainment. And keep up to date thanks to My Wellness notifications. Passionate about group workouts? Track your movement and stay connected to your program while having fun and training with others. Compete with your friends in the challenges organized by your facility or anywhere in the world. With a My Wellness account, you can also participate in the Let's Move for a Better World campaign and donate your moves for a social cause. Keep your motivation high and achieve results faster. Stay in contact with your trainer anywhere you are. All the outdoor workouts will be saved on your My Wellness account. Check the progress, improve the performance, and bring your outdoor runs to the treadmill thanks to My Running Logbook. Your trainer knows you're working hard. He can remotely follow you and guide you wherever you are. Great job! You hit your Movergy record. Are you ready for your next goal? My Wellness will help you towards your next achievement, wherever you are. At the gym, at home, outdoors, on travel, on the move, at the doctor's, and at work.
I'ma be a everybody wanna know me. It's ready. DJ, play it again,
Hey team, welcome to the Technogym Skill Mill. So I'm really excited to show you this because I'm not a big fan of treadmills. However, this is a self-propelled treadmill. So shaped in a curve, the faster we walk or the more we go up the curve, the more power we're going to generate and the faster it's going to turn. So you're completely in control of this. This is a great machine for also rehabilitation with your running and work on your cadence, your foot contact and everything else that's involved with running. So when we're working this machine, use the handlebars always to start and slow down. When you want to pick up a little bit of speed, okay, we're just going to work with your normal run, okay, rolling off that big toe, get that good foot engagement, okay, and then when we're going to increase the speed, it's going to work further up that treadmill. Okay, slowing it down. Naturally just slow down your foot and leg speed. Use the handlebar just for a bit of assistance. Okay, now the beautiful thing with this is obviously you have all of your display up front, our speed, power, time and distance, but we also have a resistance lever over here. So right now I'm on the lowest running. Okay, I'm going to show you right the way to the opposite, which is going to be showing us the versatility of this machine. We've got sled pushers from a high position, sled pushers from a medium position, then we have sled pushers from our low position, all requiring different parts of our legs and a different level of energy. Okay. Now we can also use this machine for lateral movement, so I'm going to move that back to about midway. Okay, we can do crossovers, we can do lateral hops. Okay. Truly, this machine can do pretty much anything you need it. Finally, we can also use the accessory handles just over here. So you grab just off the side. Okay, give them a little bit of a tug. Core tight, chest up, driving through those hills, really working the legs while keeping that upper body tension. This is our reverse sled push. Awesome guys, get on down here, give it a go. It's a great treadmill.